Habits are so important, and I've been talking about habits a lot lately. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to efficiency, so this video is no different. I am going to be talking all about habits to have more efficient content creation, and I've got 6 for you. So I've got 3 planning things that you can do and 3 creation things you can do. And it starts today, so let's dive right in. Hey guys, I'm Gwendolyn. I'm the content creator's best friend. I'm here to simplify content creation for you so that you can get back to what's most important in your business. Today, I am talking all about habits to adopt right now if you're not already that will help you be more efficient with your content creation. And I've been talking about habits for a while now, and habits are everything in our life, right? If you've ever been scrolling the internet and then just realized 25 minutes went by, an hour went by, there's some habits that we just don't realize we're doing. So I think sometimes to be more efficient, we have to disrupt that pattern and create new habits so that it does become more natural and we can be more efficient. So today I'm talking about 3 planning habits that you can adopt right now to be more efficient and 3 content creation habits that you can adopt right now. So let's dive right in. Okay, so the 3 things I want you to keep in mind when you're planning your content are, number 1, plan around your business goals. And I teach this in the annual plan, which there's a link below. But the reason for this is if you're just posting just to post and there's no reason for it, there's no real plan for it, there's no trajectory for it, then it's just noise, guys. If it's not helping your business, then it is effort that you are taking away from actually making money. Think about that for a second. You are just creating to be consistent, or you're just creating more noise. There needs to be a purpose behind it. Make sure that your business goals are behind the content you are creating. If it's a number of people you want to reach, the authority goals for certain platforms, like how many followers and stuff, which are not as important as you may think, but they are important. If it's getting the attention of a certain brand, you got to start creating content around that stuff. You can't just put stuff out willy-nilly and hope that the brand sees it, maybe tag them on it. No, it has to resonate with their brand. So you have to have purpose behind it, right? So what are your business goals? Make sure you're planning around your business goals. Number 2, make sure you're planning around your offers. So whatever your offers are, whether it's one-on-one coaching, whether it's a service because you are a service provider, whether it's a physical product, a digital product, whatever it is your brand is selling, even if it's you, if you are a public speaker, if you are an actor, if you're a singer, whatever it is, whatever the brand is, make sure that your content highlights those things. So every time I come on camera, I tell you guys about things that I offer that are beyond this free content. Obviously, you're going to get some great stuff out of my free content, but if you want more, I've created awesome products for you. I have one-on-one coaching. I have masterminds for you to help you get to your goal faster. And so when I create content, I give excitement to those things. I show you guys in the free content how you can make your life better. And if you want even more information, I've got it for you guys. I've got it. And I want to make sure that you're creating your content around those things that you offer and you're not just putting more noise out there. And the 3rd thing I want you to keep in mind for planning your content creation, a habit I want you to adopt, is plan for engagement. Guys, I talk about engagement so much, but really I want to make sure that when you outline your script, post your descriptions for Instagram, Facebook, for any platform, make sure you are planning for engagement. Make sure that there's some kind of engaging factor to it. Are you asking questions that people will answer? Are you responding to questions and comments with a question so that that's a longer conversation, right? So make sure you are planning your content around an engaging theme. Okay, let's move into creation, the habits that I want you to adopt right now for your content creation. Number one, create for repurposing. Do not create one-off pieces of content that cannot be repurposed. It is so important. And I've talked about how I do this. I'm very, very transparent about how I create my content. I create a YouTube video that then turns into hundreds of pieces of content from that one piece of video. You'll see that a lot of my videos have step 1, step 2, step 3, or has point 1, point 2, point 3, or like this video, I have 3 planning hacks and 3 content creation things that I want you guys to keep in mind. I do that so that my Instagram feed can have those points. Each point is a post on my Instagram feed, and each point is a TikTok I can make. Each point is something that I can highlight in a blog post. You know, so there's so many things that that video turns into. So I have gotten to the point where now when I create for it to be repurposed. Number 2, create for post-production. This is very similar to what I was talking about with creating for repurposing purposes, but creating for post-production is something that I think, depending on what your main platform is, for me it's YouTube, but for you it might be podcast or blog or whatever. If you know that eventually either you or someone else is going to have to edit that piece of content, make sure you are creating it so it takes less time or is easier for that person to do. So because I was my own editor for a long time, I have gotten pretty good at this. I create content where I give my editor now a space. If I've messed up, I have a blank space where they can see on the timeline that I have stopped talking. So they can see the audio has stopped. And that is a visual cue for them to be able to say, oh, there's some editing that needs to be done right there, right? So make sure that you know the process, even if you are not the one having to do the editing. Make sure you know a good idea of the process of what post-production looks like so that you can be a better creator, even if you are not the one doing it. And especially if you are the one doing it. I don't want you wasting time in post-production that could be saved by the creation process. And the last thing I want you to keep in mind, a habit that I want you to just put on right now for creation, is create for a purpose. And I've talked about this in pretty much, I think, all my videos. If you're not creating for a purpose, if you're just creating to create, then don't create at all. It's like your mama said, basically, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all. You're just creating noise, okay? If there's no purpose for your business, if there's no purpose for your audience, if there's no purpose for building your authority, for engagement, then don't post. There's no reason to. Consistency is not a good enough reason. So make sure that you are in the habit of creating content that has a purpose and has a reason for being in the world. Okay guys, I hope that this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if there's any kind of video that I can make to help you make your life a little more efficient, or if you have some habits that I missed here, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what habits you think that we should be adapting this year to be better content creators. And of course, as always, thank you so much for showing up here. I will continue to be here helping you out every week. I genuinely love seeing your comments. I love seeing you show up. The views to me are not just views, they're people, they're you. So I genuinely thank you so much. And of course, if you need more from me, I have a free group and you're welcome to jump in anytime. The link is below and I do free trainings there. We have deeper discussions about everything we talk about on the channel. So I hope to see you guys there. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.